What's good, y'all? AJ Simmons here, and I want to give y'all a rant today, like the good old days. Somebody asked me the other day on Clubhouse, when you gonna do some more rants? I miss them AJ Simmons rants. Well, I'm gonna give you one now, and guess what? I'm gonna keep it cleaning business, alright? So hopefully y'all like this one. And by the way, when I get to ranting, I might get to cussing. It just depends on how I carry the way I get. So for those who don't like that version of me, go ahead and click all this one. This one ain't for you. Alright, here we go. So look, I was on the and actually make sure my volume is down in case the thing try to play back the video that I'm looking at. But anyway, I got on Instagram, right? And okay, I'm making sure it's still recording as well. All right, bam. So I got on Instagram, right? And I'm opening it up now so I can look at it because I wanted to marinate my soul as I talk to y'all so I can give y'all the good stuff, all right? But I went on Instagram and I went into the Clean Business Network page. And every now and then I check over there. Know what I mean? Because right now I ain't got nobody managing. I used to have somebody managing it, but now it's just me. So I'll check on the comments here and there. And this guy, first there was a couple people. So the first guy, and I'm going to put the screenshots up, says, so first of all, actually, let me give you more context. So I shared how much my guy Capono was doing. This was in his first, I think, his first year, or might have been a little bit early, first 6 months or something like that. But basically, he had hit $7,000 per month. And by the way, he might be the most successful person ever to come through Clean Business Network. So that was probably his first 6 months. I got to see. But anyway, but he hit 7,000 first per month or whatever, right? So then the comment says, yeah, but what does it cost to operate? So that's a fair question. But then the person behind him says, come back. Actually, it's him again saying revenue is not profit, and that's laughable amount of revenue. First of all, laughable to who? Laughable to who? Because anybody that never started a business before would love to have $7,000 of money in revenue coming in. That's number one. All right. And then number two, it's like, if you know so much about business and you saying that's laughable amount of revenue, then guess what? Motherfucker, you know that it costs to run a business? Like, what the fuck type of dumbass question is that? So it's like, and everybody knows, like, even if you don't know, a quick Google search or a quick ChatGPT search would tell you the industry average for a commercial cleaner is usually around about 20-30%. That ain't nothing to guess about. I just put the revenue up there because it's going to depend on who's running the company, what the actual profits is, and I don't think it's none of our business to be all in people's business like that. If they want to share that, that's up to them. But let's just say, because the person after this said lucky to break 20% in profits. And this is what actually made me realize it, because this person commented this 2 days ago. Those other comments was old. And I just realized too, I'm running ads on this. I didn't realize I was running ads, which I need to, I need to check on. I didn't know I was running ads right now. But anyway, and so when you run ads, you tend to get haters anyway. But so the person come up there and comment on him, talk about lucky to break 20% profit. First of all, that's actually not true at all. 20% is the minimum. That's like the low end. That's bare minimum unless you get all big contracts, like huge contracts. But no, you doing mid-tier contracts like I typically coach my students to get. We worry about the big contracts later. Then you can go 20%. You might even go 10% if you talking about humongous contracts where we talking $100,000 a month contracts and stuff. You know what I mean? But let's just say he's saying, okay, bam, with 20% in profits. Well, guess what? If he doing $7,000 a month, 20% of that would be what? $1,400, right? Because 700 would be 10. Yeah, so $1,400 a month. You mean to tell me so none of y'all wouldn't invest? And I know Capono, he didn't invest a lot in his cleaning business because he was gonna order a starter kit for me, but he out there in Hawaii. So I told him it'd be cheaper for him just to find his supplies there, but join the membership still, and you get all the coaching and everything, but you just gonna got to get your own supplies there. So he probably invested $1,000 to maybe $2,000. You mean to tell me you wouldn't invest $2,000 to get a pass of $1,400 a month after a 6 month span? Anybody say no out there rabbit ass mind or don't know how to do math or don't understand how economics work? Like, that's just is no better investment or return on investment that you could find in this. He went out in the field when we posted this, and he been scaling up since. I forgot what he was doing when I interviewed him the second time, but I know it was a whole hell of a lot more. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are we talking about? I think it was like 50,000 or something a month is what he got up to next time I interviewed him, and that was by the end of his first year. So I'm pretty sure that's what, and that's why I say he's my most successful student, because it hit 50 in a year. I'm pretty sure. I could be fucking that up, but I'm pretty sure it might have been 30, something like that. But it was very good. And so my thing is this: why motherfuckers coming over here insulting like they think they know so much? He using terms like what? Cost to operate. He's using terms like revenue. So it's like, all right, well, you must know a little bit something about something. But it's like, well, okay, well, do you know what other alternatives you can invest in that's going to bring you a better return than that? Because you damn sure ain't going to get that 20% in stocks. You're not. You damn sure ain't getting that 20% in real estate. You damn sure ain't getting that and a bunch of other things. Every year, you not. And he not doing the cleaning. And he using a software that's going to automatically send the invoices out. You know what I mean? Just mainly managing it. Like, so what the fuck is you talking about? Then we got another guy came on here talking. He came up there 5 days ago talking about, well, how much goes to payroll? I don't know if I got him yet. How much goes to payroll? And then got the dying laughing emoji. Like, motherfucker, that's not no mystery. You not exposing anything. Like, he saying that like, yeah, but that 700,000 ain't nothing, because most people don't know you got payroll. Motherfucker, that's common sense. We know that you got to pay payroll. It's business. That shit's still impressive for somebody starting from the bottom that never had a business in their life. He had a regular corporate job, took a gamble on this motherfucker on the internet, and this is his words, by the way. He didn't say motherfucker, but this is what he said. You go watch the first interview with Capone on. He talk about me. He says, man, I just invested with this guy on the internet. He said, holy crap, this stuff actually works. You know what I mean? He just literally just did what I said to do. He was like, you know what? If it works, cool, I'm gonna do it. If it don't work, it don't matter. I'm already good. He got a corporate job anyway. He was kind of okay, but he was looking for something to invest in. And now he quit his job after that. Like I told y'all, he turned it all the way up. And then turn around, he got the Christmas party for his employees. If you Facebook friends with him or follow him on Instagram, you see him now. He done got all into the music. He playing guitar and shit. Him and his family. You know what I mean? Chilling, reaping the benefits of him taking the gamble and investing in himself. Unlike these bitch ass motherfuckers that want to sit on the sideline and criticize. Meanwhile, I bet you they ain't got a motherfucking thing. Because if they did, they would know better than to say some stupid shit like that. Only ignorant people say stupid shit like that. And I never forget when Jack Ma said, you can't please the poor people, because it's like, if the investment to get into it is so low, they're going to say it's too good to be true. If you make the investment to get into it so high, they're going to say, oh, I can't afford it. It's like they always got an excuse for every fucking thing. Everything. And it's just some bullshit. And it's like, I'm going to tell you now, if you starting your business, you thinking about starting a business, or if you already started, and you round anybody like these motherfuckers right here, get from around them. Get from around them, because it is hard to run a business. You know what I mean? Yes, you can make it passive. Yes, you can make it to the point where you ain't got to clean. But passive don't mean residual. Those are two different things. Passive mean you don't necessarily have to be out in the field for the most part. Right? Like you can get money without having to trade your time for the money. But you still don't have to do some stuff. You know what I mean? It's rather passive. Now, residual, on the other hand, residual is like when I write my book and I just get a check and I ain't got to do nothing else. I wrote it one time and it'll pay me forever. That's residual. You know what I mean? Royalties, stuff like that. That's residual. You know what I mean? But it is passive, and it's like, all you got to do is build it up, though. Build it up. In the beginning, you're going to have to do some work. Get out here, find your clients. Learn to clean a little bit. Clean your accounts. Make sure you secure a good base. And then slowly but surely start putting people in them buildings, hiring out. And then because when you first start, let's just say if you clean all your buildings yourself, how much is your profit then? Damn near 100%. Because the biggest expense is the overhead. The biggest expense is the workers, right? So if you do clean it all yourself, let's just say he did clean that whole 7,000 himself. Why they fucking laughing? If he wanted to clean the whole thing himself, he could have, and he could have took most of that damn 7,000. Minus supplies, which ain't what that probably would be about $700 if that, $500 a month. $200 a month. It ain't gonna be a whole lot. Supplies don't cost that much in this industry. Washing your cloths so you can use them again. That's about it. It don't cost that much to go to the laundromat. But it's like, and again, that's why I don't get into the profits and all that, because people run their companies in different ways. Some people use subcontractors, they might call a particular way. Some people use employees. Some people might even be providing health benefits. And like I said, it ain't nobody fucking business when we get that deep, because truth be told, well, what if some people might be paying themselves a salary? Some people might not pay themselves a salary at all. They putting it all back into the business. You don't know. And there's nobody's business to count anybody's personal money. But the reason why I still ask about the revenue is because I want to show people what is possible if you apply yourself. You know what I mean? And y'all know I don't do lifestyle marketing. I used to sprinkle some of that shit here and there, and I probably will always do a little bit of that just so you can see. You know what I mean? Because people got to see something. You got to get some type of enticement out of it. So it's like, so I might sprinkle, a view here and there. I mean, you might see the top drop a little bit here and there, right? You might see that the Tesla you see through the roof at the top, right? You might see certain things over time, know what I mean, and throughout my video. But I purposely do not do lifestyle marketing, because I don't want to deceive you and make you think, oh, this shit just gonna be cake, when it's not. Building a business is a bitch. Alright? It is absolutely positively a bitch. You know what I mean? Especially when you start making money for real and you realizing all them tax returns. Remember when you was either broke or you had a job, or you ain't had like that. You know what I mean? And you was getting tax returns. Those days be long gone. I never forget when we first stopped getting tax returns. My wife used to be confused a bit. She used to be mad. And I'm like, no, Jay, that's a good thing. That means we're profitable. You know what I mean? And it's like I had to get her accustomed to, you know what I mean? Fuck what everybody else getting. Everybody else getting these big checks and all this, claiming all these kids. Nah, we different. We got to move different. And when you want different, you got to move different. And if you around anybody that's want to shit on what the fuck you got going on, get from around them. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care who it is. And don't think I'm making exceptions. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't give a fuck who it is. Get from around they bum ass. Straight like that. Get from around they bum ass. Because they gonna fuck around and how you second guessing yourself on what you can accomplish. And really, the sky ain't even the limit. It's limitless. Shit, the motherfuckers stuck in the sky right now. I mean, they been in the sky for a good little while now. So sky clearly ain't the limit. They been up that bitch chilling for a good little while. Hopefully the government get them down at some point. But know what I mean? But it's like, come on now. Stop like bullshitting over semantics. Y'all motherfuckers talking about, you know what I mean? You trying to talk about some shit that you ain't even know, that you not even knowledgeable on. You ain't never ran a business before. Fuck is you talking about? You don't even know what the industry average is. You don't know what's good profit margin and what's bad profit margin. You don't even know how to price a job. And by the way, that's the point I was getting at earlier too. Motherfucker talk about you lucky if you take 20%. That's not true. That's not true unless you're doing extremely large accounts. Typically, you're gonna do better than 20% as long as you bid the contract correctly. So if he done this before and he wasn't getting 20%, either A, his ass was with a fucking franchise, and that's what happens a lot of times. Motherfuckers don't listen to me, they go with franchise. I try to tell y'all ass, I done already did that. You ain't got to go through that. Well, that Jay said, Ho did that. So hopefully you don't have to go through that. I mean, I did that shit, and not only did I do it and found the flaw in it, I went out here and created a better model for y'all. But anybody gonna fuck with me? Why? Because I cuss? Because I got long fucking hair? I'm black as shit. I'd be drinking beer sometime on this motherfucker. And you know what I mean? I do what the fuck I want to, but guess what? Wasn't that the goal anyway? Won't that the goal anyway? I ain't do all this shit to act like I was just so goddamn, good. Act like I'm just so professional and put together, you know what I mean? The goal was to be successful. The goal was to have freedom. Know what I mean? So I'm going to wrap it up here because I see my son basketball coach about to come talk to me. But come on, y'all. Stop the bullshit. Do what you got to do and let's go. All right, y'all. All right, I'm back. I done talked to the coach. He just would let me know he keeping Edge a little bit longer. He get on his ass, and I like that. I try to, know what I mean? That's how I push him, but I also I take all the help I can get. It takes a village, right? But anyway, but one more thing too on this, because I joke about people. I made this joke in the past a few times, and I'll probably make this joke again. But I talk about how like people get into business and they think it's gonna be easier than what it is. And then they be shocked when they realize it requires work. And I'm like, So the joke I'll make is I'll be like, yeah, I'm part of the problem because, I parade around these numbers on my interviews. And it's like, motherfuckers just see these people doing these massive numbers, 30,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month, 10 grand, 10,000 a month in 3 months, and all this type of stuff, right? But I'm joking when I say that. I'm kind of not, but I kind of am, because like really, I'm doing that on purpose, because I gotta get the attention. Because like I said, I don't do lifestyle marketing. You know what I mean? I could go goddamn rent some motherfucking Maseratis, all that type of shit, but that ain't me. And people that's into that type of shit, I don't want to attract them to me anyway. They ain't the ones, because when they get in this motherfucking, if they decide to get into my program or whatever, they gonna quickly realize, oh, this shit ain't just a push of a button. Oh shit, I'm gonna actually have to go out at 2 a.m. because somebody done goddamn never went and cleaned the building, and now I just realized, fuck, somebody got to clean this bitch before they open tomorrow at 6, right? Or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So they quickly realize, yeah, this ain't a cakewalk. And I always make that clear. And I want to point this out. So while I joke and say, yeah, but I be putting them big numbers out there, but I also do this. I'll also make sure that you hear these people's stories. And if you pay attention and actually listen, you'll hear it. I don't even got to say it. First of all, I say it anyway. I give y'all these rants. If you seen me and watch my progression, you watch me fucking build. You know what I mean? Y'all done see my cars get repoed, everything. Go back to my old shit. You know what I mean? And so, if you listen to these interviews, these people tell you the stories. They tell you the stories of all the sacrifice that they done. Some of these people, they had sleepless nights. I mean, some of these people, they had to fire people, family members, learning hard lessons, losing keys, getting sued, getting audited. Now, I mean, you listen to these damn interviews, we telling you everything in there, but we also tell you the good, because what we don't want to do is scare you away from the blessing that's on the other side of the bullshit. That's what we don't want to tell you. Now, I mean, that's what we don't want to do. So it's like, yes, I'm going to keep parading these numbers around. And yes, they're going to be very enticing to motherfuckers that's not initiated. You know what I mean? When I say not initiated, what I mean is they're not aware of how business works. But that's what I want to happen. You know what I mean? I'm going to say, hey, look what you can do. And then also, as you come and lean in a little closer, then I'm explain, okay, now just be careful, because you know that $7,000 a month really might be $2,000. You know what I mean? After you pay everything. If you systemize it right. That $7,000 might turn to $4,000. Depending on if you want to put a little people out there and all of that. But that ain't the way you really want to do it. I did that shit. You know what I mean? I used to clean most of my buildings and had little helpers do a couple of them. But I would clean the most because I just didn't want a job. So it was like, fuck it, I'm willing to clean. Cleaning ain't shit. You get to sleep in. You get all the work done in the evening and nighttime. So it's like, cool, I can sleep in. Me and my goddamn wife, we go to goddamn big lots during the day. TJ Maxx, Ross, all them. You know what I mean? We can chill during the day. Now we out there with the retired people. Living good, sleep in. Go to the corner spot. Get some goddamn some tray food. That's what I call it, tray food. And get you some breakfast. You know what I mean? But anything that come in the tray, you feel like you're eating good, and it costs a little bit more than fast food, right? But anyway, you know what I mean? And so it's just like, really cleaning ain't that bad. It ain't that bad at all. You sleep in. Then it's like, okay, a lot of the smaller accounts, they done on the weekends anyway. You got all weekend to knock out them, and them weekend ones usually don't take but 30 minutes. Sometimes you get a big weekend one, because every now and then you get a big weekend one, like a church or something. And the most they gonna take, a big weekend one gonna take is 4 hours for one person. That's the most usually that I ever seen. If it take more than that, they ass probably need more than fucking once a week to clean. But anyway, know what I mean? But it's like, anyway, where was I going with? I came back to tell you that about them damn numbers. But anyway, long story short is, it's common fucking sense that every time when I tell y'all about the revenue, no shit, they're not taking the whole thing home. Come on now. Watch my video, how to get rich cleaning office buildings. It's on the home page of my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, that's what you're going to see when you go to my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, first thing you're going to see is how to start a cleaning business. But if you subscribe to my channel, the homepage video you're going to see is how to get rich cleaning office buildings. That's the greatest fucking video in the history of YouTube explaining service businesses. That video right there changed a lot of lives without motherfuckers even getting into my coaching program. That type of information was never on the internet before I put that shit on there. telling you, explaining to you, listen, y'all keep fucking cleaning all the buildings and quitting y'all jobs too early. What you're supposed to do is keep the damn job, get a building, put somebody in it, get a building, put somebody in it, and stop trying to take 70% from the fucking building and take 30%, take 40%, take 20%, but take a percentage of the building, pay your people more from the fucking one contract than you get, and then go get 100 more of them bitches. Stop trying to get rich off of one fucking contract. You know what I mean? Multiply that shit and stop trying to add it. You know what I mean? Now I'm done. But I'm telling you now, I get so tired of that stupid shit. I've been saying that shit for years since I've been doing these interviews. Yeah, well, that's the growth, but what's the profit? What's the profit? Motherfucker, look it up yourself. Like, that's common sense. You do the math. They told you where they live at. You do the math. If they in fucking Detroit, Michigan, go on Indeed and see what is the average pay for nightly cleaners. I mean, janitorial work after hours. How much them people work? How much do they get? Okay, bam. Now you estimate, okay, well, how many hours should it take to clean that amount of revenue? Add that up. That's how much they paying their people to do it. So track that from whatever their monthly pay is. Whatever they say their monthly gross is. That's going to take, or you can simply do the fucking percentage. Whatever number they tell you on my videos, and then they'll tell you if they clean some of it or not, or if they don't clean at all or anything like that. If it's 100% systemized, they probably getting 40% or less. If they doing most of the cleaning themselves, they getting 70% or more. All right? It's really that. It's just that. It's really that damn simple. And some people, and if they're in residential, then they get more percentage for themselves, even if they systemize, because residential they got better margins. Right? If they're doing pressure washing, they get more because they got better margins. By the way, all of the other service industries, building services, got better margins than commercial cleaning. And they also charge more than commercial cleaning because commercial cleaning is the easiest and it's the most replaceable. You know what I mean? Like, anybody could do that. Really, anybody can do all this stuff, but people just be thinking that other stuff harder. You know what I mean? And truth be told, that other stuff kind of easier. It's a little bit messier, but it's kind of easier shit because the machine do all the work, if you think about it. But anyway, alright, now I'm done ranting. But I just wanted to come up here and address that shit. I saw that shit. I said, these motherfuckers, I get so tired of that shit. I've been seeing that shit for years and I don't address it. I just say, hey, you know what I mean? This for the ones that get it. If you don't get it, then this ain't for you. You know what I mean? But I had to address this shit because somebody might needed me to say this because they might have been a little bit nervous or they might have been getting scared away. You know what I mean? But it's like, nah, man, don't let them motherfuckers hold you back from being great. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't let them hold you back from being great. And you'll never know what's in store for you unless you try. And you damn sure gonna regret it if you go your whole life and then you wait till you're old as hell and try to start some shit then. Ask the people on my channel. I got some on here. They'll tell you. And I mean, hey, y'all know I don't mean it in no mindless way either. When I say old as hell, y'all know I'm just country as hell and I cuss a lot. Excuse me. You know what I mean? But y'all know what I'm talking about. You do not want to wait till you fucking 50, 60, 70 years old thinking you're going about to chase your dream. And I ain't saying you can't. I'm just saying you know damn well it would have been easier to do it when you were younger. So you that listen to this video today, if you bullshitting and you still scared to start, or you letting motherfuckers on the sideline like these people I was talking about earlier scare you out of goddamn trying some new shit and chasing your dream, I'm telling you, you are the youngest that you ever will be right now, today. This is the youngest you ever gonna be. This is the most energy you probably ever gonna have. You better do this shit now. I'm telling you. I ain't even gonna plug nothing that I got to sell. I ain't saying shit about nothing. Don't go to shit. Figure it out. If you want to get started with any business you want to do, figure it the fuck out. It's out there. And when I got started, all these fucking coaches and shit was not readily available and just so accessible like this. All these fucking courses won't like that. I really had to figure it out. I had to dig. This stuff is way easier to figure out now. Man, look that shit up on how to do it and then go do it. Simple as that. Success is out here waiting for you, but you gotta go do that shit. I'm AJ Simmons. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Comment below if you like this. If I cuss too much for you, but goddamn it, go to the next one. I got a better video. I got other video. To me, these ones better. You know what I mean? But anyway, But I got other videos that probably suited you better. You know what I mean? We'd dressed it all up for you and all that. You know what I mean? But that's all I got for you. I'm out here. Thank y'all.